Всем привет и добро пожаловать на очередную мою серию прохождения DLC «Каменные сердца». Итак, мы остановились на том, что мы договорились с Шади встретиться около руин какого-то поместья, фоновиков скорее всего, где похоронен брат Ольгерда Владимир. Все-таки мне его Витальдом называть уже как-то надоело. Но так будет слишком мало по контенту, поэтому я решил сделать вот такой вот кружочек за лутом. Ну и опытом, понятное дело. А потом будет долгий сюжетный квест, который, я уверен, каждому понравится, потому что я его считаю, наверное, самым лучшим и интересным из всей ветки каменных сердец. Ну, потому что там и много смешных моментов, и просто сам по себе сценарий довольно хороший. Ну и концовка. Да что я уперся? А, еще один забор. Кажется, тут у нас лесопилка какая-то. Ну, люди работают и ладно. Квест тут явно никто не даст. Что-то у меня этот... Просто на самом деле, если сосредоточиться на сюжете, то вот в этот регион ты больше и не зайдешь. По-моему, разве что по одному квесту какому-то. А ведь это неправильно. Минус один. Только сейчас себя поймал на мысли, что у меня отваров точка нет. А, они кончились. Дерьмо. Ну ладно, тогда пока вот этот. Вроде там еще какой-то был про комбинацию отваров и знаков. Не помню, оставил я его, нет. А, как она, кстати, можно. Все не то. О, комбинация, вот она. Ну вот, худо-бедно. Дневник какого-то кнута. О, господи. Короче, у чувака было наследство, которое должно было достаться ему. Однако он получил только ключик. Нам, значит, найти это наследство предстоит, да? То есть около ее дома завелась бестия. Вспомнил этот квест. Ничего трудного на самом деле, но награда там неплохая. Еще бы тут был лут. Ну еще бы мне выпали красные мутагены. Просто если б я всю игру их честно собирал, у меня, наверное, только сейчас бы недавно появился третий красный мутаген. Так, ладно, нежданное наследство. Если только тут, может, какие седла у меня остались мужику продать.
Show me what you've got on offer.
Да, тут неплохо так завалялось. Афирское седло, ну так и быть, я его потом на склад закину, а вот остальные надо продать. Ну, купил мне какое-нибудь самое барахло. И пошли.
So long.
Где этот культ опять? А, вот они. Знакомая песенка, да? А, Грифон. Грифон. Прелестно. Интересно, будет гореть? Горит. Значит, никаких проблем. В смысле не загорелся? Тебя не расстраивает. Вот то-то. Ну вот и все. Хоть немножко прокачать мощь игни, и все. Телефоны уже не проблема. Так, люк. Ладно. Давай, Геральт. Тут недалеко, по-моему. Так и не поставил тут гребаное мутное освещение. Так себе наследство чуваку досталось. Очень так себе. Ладно, что тут теперь поблизости? Вот сюда точно надо заскочить. Ну а дальше вот так, вот так, вот так и вот так. Не так и много на самом деле. Ну, за минут 40 это суммарно все зачистится. Как самое долгое. Естественно, плот воспалится где угодно, лишь бы не за спиной. Серьезно, раньше она спавнилась получше, по-моему. Или просто я привык к Скайриму. Уж спасибо, 150 метров я как-нибудь сам. Пауки. Обожаю грёбаных пауков. Сакси им вообще проще пареной репы. А я раньше с ним... Господи, что на нем белое еще выступает? Геральт. Ну нельзя же на такое. Гребаные пауки. Так, ну и что, тут еще один остался? Все. А у меня опять не действует теперь нейросеть. Обожаю зачищать эти самые. Нет, главное, по мне было бы логичнее, если бы он именно возвращался в какой-нибудь ближайший поселок, говорил, что ребят, я вот зачистил монстров, которые были в такой-то деревне, сообщите кому следует, получил бы за это награду. Все чин по чину. Нет, мы просто сидим и такие: о, блин, да там же, наверное, уже все зачистили, давно мы туда не ходили, давайте сходим. О, и правда, все зачищено, отлично, спасибо, Ведьмак. Ну где гребаная логика, а? Я хочу отыгрыш. Травник. По-моему, кстати, у этого травника должен быть уникальный диалог, или я путаю? Наверное, с Тусентом путаю.
Welcome, welcome.
Путаю.
So long.
Просто был в Тусенте тоже один травник, с которым был довольно интересный диалог, если его спасешь. Ой, кажется, я узнал это гребаное место. Тут 3 супер головоглазища просто. Просто супер головоглазища. Не вовремя я гром выпил. Вот мне повезло, они сагрились по одному, да, потому что суммарно 3, он второй. И когда они агрятся все втроем, это такой атас. А вот мне сейчас что-то очень везет. Не поджечь, правда, но это уже мелочи. Ай. Не, мне определенно везет. Потому что я помню, как я от них всех троих разом удирал. Потому что сюда было одно из первых мест, куда я сунулся, я решил, ага, где-то в сторонке от основного, да, стопудово там должно быть куча всего интересного. Угу. Третьего почему-то нет. Третий ядовитый еще где-то должен тут возиться неподалеку. Блин, ну так неинтересно. Я вот думал, теперь посмотрим, каково это будет против троих. А, нормально. Тут же еще куча гулей. Как ни странно, почему-то в дополнении практически нету альбы. Ага. Ёпть твою, тут толпа. Да, это Альгуль. Так, у меня сточился меч. Опять. Да че я постоянно лезу за ремонтными инструментами в другой раздел? Блин, обидно, конечно, так об шипы Альгуля подолгался. О боже, красный мутаген. Все это видят, ибо я отказываюсь это повторять. Итак, склеп, не заперто. Даже никаких призраков не заспаунилось. Новолунные перчатки, реликт. Того у меня уже 2 элемента их есть. Ух ты. Как-то вареники совсем слабо хилят. Ну, теперь вот сюда. Если я правильно помню, то с этим замком будет даже вполне себе интересная история. А, вон третий головоглаз. Теперь заспаунился. Стыдливо. Давай, у меня еще иволга не кончилась. Иди сюда. Да. Поодиночке они уже вообще не представляют угрозы. Ну или просто я научился их правильно контрить. Ну или тот отвар, который я постоянно недооценивал, сила. Чувствуете сразу, какая мрачная аура началась, хотя был ясный день. Стало темно, серо. Вороны. А вороны это обычно неспроста, да. То есть они тоже служат кому-то в этой игре постоянно. Волки.
Show me what you got.
Но тем не менее Геральт взял серебряный меч. Леший! А гореть? А гореть? Ну и где он? А гореть? Он так и не смог призвать подкрепление. И да, это тоже древний именно леший. То есть, этот все-таки можно было не убивать того, который был на скеллиге еще. Так, или он все-таки успел призвать, но они тормоза. Кажется, умел его. Апнуться на волке. Так. Дневник, часть 2, то есть еще и в нескольких частях. Да будет прокляты все там подряд. Ключик не обнаружился. Маленькая змея была помечена лешим. Вот оно что. Чудовище ушло, значит. Сбережения от прежних предприятий сохранились в замковой сокровища. Любопытно. И внутри видно, что кто-то еще есть. Больше волков. А, нет, по-моему, там призраки. По-моему. И там волки. Только теперь на них уже Геральт достает набор остального. Гребаные кусты, ни хрена не вижу. Вот что и гнев животворящий делает. Лешего уже нет. Откуда эти звуковые эффекты тогда прут? И да, там вроде бы будет темно. Осталось найти вход в их чертов замок. Вот, кажется. Дневник, часть 1. Так, ремесло приносит мне определенно больше доходов. Ага, он похищал людей, значит. Вот он похитил ту девушку, которая упоминалась во второй книге. Она очень спокойна. Странное происходит вокруг замка. Вороны, волки. Один из его слуг погиб, его убили корни. Еще один повесился. Да, мрачное тут местечко, ничего не скажешь, но вот сокровищница. Тоже так себе. Оппозиция в Нильфгарде, странно, что я ее не читал. Ну, впрочем, мы и так уже знаем, что Имгир с ней справился. Как всегда, без жалости. Эту дверь высаживаем. Ага, я ж помню, что тут все-таки призраки были. Фу. А вот этот сундук просто недоступен. Чё это? Письмо с требованием выкупа. Да, очень учтивое письмецо с просьбой о выкупе. С дворянским приветом доброжелатель. Вот это вообще обожаю. Тут ты тогда нахрен дворянин. Дождь, что ли, пошел? Честь, у меня есть отличное решение.
It's clearing up.
Да я заметил. Так, теперь вот это место. И потом вот это. На плотве тут вроде вполне себе выехать. А ну давай. Ну ладно. О, теперь темная аура вот это прошла. А мы выехали к каким-то руинам. Даже без них. Кажется, помню я это место. Иси, Геральт, борись! Чтобы получить арбалетный трендюлин. Блин, одна просто сплошная вспышка. Воу-воу-воу-воу. По-моему, там кто-то своего же застрелил. Так, чувак, мы с тобой еще разберемся. Элегантное письмо, какой-то непонятный чертеж. Собственные руки рыцарю такому-то. Нетипичное сотрудничество. Скульптура, кстати, куплена Куртом Дисаром. Может, помните, это наш заказчик по поводу элементаля в своем поместье. И Рудольф де Йонхер. Это тоже тот известный банкир новиградский, которому мы не помогли изгнать прибожка из домика. Так, Брандон и Ко. Брандон — это ведь тот купец, которому помогали с Трис Меригольд изгнать крыс со склада. Все знакомые имена, да? Однако главного учредителя среди бела дня обобрал какой-то белоголовый ведьмак. Ну, приятно. Приятно, что это помнит. Они просто сочиняют каждый раз все новое. Так. Последняя точка остановки вот здесь. Чертежи этому афирцу я потом отнесу. Там еще кто-то остался жив? Ну ладно, я тут протиснусь хоть? Нет. Давай, вылезай. Ну и кто тут самый смелый? Да ну нахрен, я не такой смелый! Кстати, интересно, и Хардом вообще можно оглушить? Вроде бы можно пока. Так, -1. О! Да, Ардом определенно, если ударить навстречу, лучше. Вот чем мне не нравятся многие монстры из DLC, что с ними как-то интереснее сражаться, что для них нужен для каждого свой знак. Потому что сами вспомните оригинальную игру. Что я делаю с каждым монстром? Игни. Ну, исключение Альгуль, да. На них Игни тоже действует, но еще лучше Акси. А так просто Игни. А, ну и на призраков Ирден. А тут вот, на паучков Акси, на этих Арт. Правда, больше новых монстров-то нету. Пауки, нахер. Здрасте. А мы тут все, знаете, знаками балуемся. Я вообще-то вот в этого и бил изначально. Eternal. Теперь выживем. Не выжил. Кулаки? Геральт, ты чё, упоролся? Так, а ну гореть. Теперь стальной меч. А то как представлю, сколько я денег на этих ремонтных наборах сэкономил, сразу легче. Чё? Он как будто сказал пойте. Чувак, я тут по кустам не хочу возиться. Давай. И последний, тут где-то наверху должна быть лестница, я уже не помню где. Так, на всякий случай, на вас тут ключей никаких не должно быть. А то помнится, у меня когда-то этот лагерь тоже заглючил. Не отображался, как зачищенный и все. Как горится пылающей розе. Нет, это явно не основной сундук. Кого-то тут запутали. Может, еще выше, как вариант. Геральт, ну твою мать! Неужели? Тоже не то. Где ж тогда основной сундук? Может, в шатре? Да. Чертеж перчаток, еще набор рыцарей пылающей розы и прочее, прочее, прочее. Из далекого Афира выполнено. Осталось только отнести, подождать денек. Точно, подождать денек. Лучше тогда я все-таки, наверное, смотаюсь. Хотя тут и так-то недалеко. Проще на плотве. Ну вот серьезно, да? Серьезно, да? Быстрее на плотве, быстрее на плотве. Как же. Эта гребаная лошадь куда угодно свернет, кроме того, куда надо.
It is to see you again. Quite the pleasure.
Managed to recover all your diagrams.
Ah, want to be relied on, this I knew. You restore the faith I might have in men, for I've now received aid from a stranger in even this land most barbarous.
Don't mention it, really.
As agreed, I shall draft your duplicates, though it may take a day. Be so kind as to return tomorrow. Your reward I will have for you.
All right. Tomorrow, then.
It is to see you again.
What did you bring from Ophir?
Так, денег у него по-прежнему нет, но надо хотя бы что-то у него прикупить. Вот, афирская сабля, кстати. Шанс... Не, вообще неплохой стальной меч. Неплохой. Не на все знаки, конечно, действует, плюс перезачаривать придется, но дополнительный урон при критическом ударе — это вещь. Так, кстати, вот новолуние у нас. Да, дополнительное золото. И дополнительный урон при критическом ударе. Неплохо. Реликт. Каролина. Мощь Акси. А, кстати, да, зато у афирской сабли нет кровотечения. Это минус.
Take care now.
Go, and in the world glory, its never-ending creation be praised. Farewell.
Ага. Ну, плотва, ну вот серьезно, да? Такое чувство, что вызов... Это не вызов лошади, это наоборот, команда плотва сваливай отсюда, в туман. Ну серьезно. А вот чтобы эту опцию нормально сделать, чтобы она действительно была, это нет, зачем? Надеюсь, я отсюда как-нибудь вырулю в ту сторону. Потому что я помню, что я когда еще самым первым образом ехал, на первом прохождении своем, я именно проехал мимо этого поселения. Точнее, руин фон Эверика. О, тоже, видите, сразу аура темная такая. Это явно неспроста все. Тут ворота пока закрыты. А вот эти ворота, надеюсь, откроем. А вот и Шаня. Опаньки, спешивание третьего лица, что-то новенькое. Привет, Шаня.
Never seen this side of you.
What side is that?
How do I put this? Your romantic side? Used to seeing you surrounded by bandages and medicine vials, often covered in blood.
That's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a garland for the wedding.
На чью свадьбу? Ай, не паримся.
Nimble hands you got there.
I should hope so. I'm a surgeon.
Think I prefer you using them this way.
Less blood?
More beauty.
There's a beauty to surgery, I assure you.
I know. Just out here, in this landscape, it does more for me than in an operating room. Remember to bring the sensor?
Of course. Some soldiers nearly caught me slipping it into my satchel. Wasn't sure what you needed it for. So I also took a mix of amber, aniseed, and juniper. All rather smoky when lit.
Thanks. Might come in handy.
Shall we?
Let's go.
The tone was spot on. This is impressive.
Yeah, too bad it's falling apart.
The family hit on hard times. No coin to splurge on such luxuries.
Вполне возможно. А ведь тут красиво. Еще б не было такой серой ауры.
That looks just a little too creepy for me.
Don't have to come if you don't want. Wait here.
I like that idea. If there's any trouble, just yell.
Ага. Так, ладно, я сохранюсь. Есть у меня одна задумка. Так, где она там примерно начинается? Ну, давай здесь.
This is no crypt. It's a full-blown mausoleum.
Вроде бы, если сначала пойти в ту сторону, а ключ. Значит, надо раздобыть ключ, потому что я точно помню, что там зачем-то придется спускаться вниз. Тоже афирская реликтовая сабля. Почти все то же самое, что у той, что по чертежам, только у этой пробитие доспехов, а не критичный, не дополнительный урон прикрытия. Так что мне она нафиг не нужна. А вот ту афирскую мне, честно говоря, захотелось даже скрафтить попробовать. Потому что по логике она должна быть куда более опасной. Именно из-за чистого урона.
Race. Next one, easy.
доспех. По КД прям ломается, а? Да сколько их тут? И то телепортнулся. Ой, я, кажется, стену обрушил.
Last of the surprises? Sure hope so. Should look around.
Так, ну, в принципе, это тоже можно сохранить. Так, так, так. Так, так. Ключ от склепа. А если пройти дальше, я, значит, наверное, выйду как раз таки в том направлении, в которое я хотел изначально идти. Я прекрасно помню, кто населял этот долбанный склеп. Вот на кой черт мне эти все седла, а? Паутину видим, да? Это все неспроста. И все-таки где доспех новолуния? Я осмотрел уже все точки. Где? Охуенно. Охуенно. Мне их еще только на свету не хватало. Больше. Вот мне нравится, просто скастовал знак, после этого он, пока факел не достает, можно бить ручку ждать, а потом он его опять, блядь, достает и по новой. Обожаю. Не, вообще это мысль. Как факел убрать на халяву. Потому что сколько ни клацаю истерично по этой кнопке, срабатывает далеко не всегда, что я ее хочу убрать именно. Интересно, это все? Я не помню, сколько их всего было. Хотя, если честно, я помню, вроде и здоровый паучара тут где-то водился. Но, похоже, нет. Мне повезло. Грибочки. Камень. Те самые афирские шаровары. Но этот афир и так нам переведет чертеж легкой брони, которая будет реликтовой тоже по умолчанию. А вот теперь у меня откуда-то ключ есть. Так, пользуйтесь ведьмачьим чутьем.
Votive fire, lit in honor of the dead. Old custom.
Вот здесь еще что-то должно быть явно.
Eulalia von Everek died in 1250.
Не знаю, что будет, если не лутать вообще ничего тут, но это как-то неинтересно.
Kestatis? Not who I'm looking for. Old tombstone. Inscription's almost worn off completely.
Я не сказал бы, что текстура отличалась сильно от того, что было до этого. Так, туда я ушел, туда мне точно не надо. А, вот гробница Витальда.
Probably shouldn't touch that.
Точнее, Владимира, но Витальда.
Vladimir von Everek, son of Bohumil and Christina. There you are. Now for the ritual. Gotta spread the incense throughout the crypt, every room.
Ну а курить так и курить. Дым сам появляется, он не зависит именно от наших действий.
Life and death, fire and blood. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Life and death, fire and blood. Time to light the votive fire. Fire and blood, life and death. I summon ye, whose blood I have brought.
Пить-то обязательно. Нельзя было просто вылить.
Fire and blood, life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Name's Geralt. Came to wake the ghost of Vladimir von Everek.
Who you are, and why you've come matter little. For you'll not leave this place alive.
Are you Vlad's ghost?
Who asks after my grandson?
It matters not, Honoratina. What I wonder is how this mortal obtained the family's blood. For von Evereck's rise only for von Evereck blood.
True. Yet to my knowledge only one of our line yet lives. Olgierd.
Then we converse with the man who spilled the blood of your grandson, Kestitis.
Mean none of you are Vladimir? It's Olgierd, his brother, who sent me.
You will meet Vlad soon enough. Yet Olgierd, you will never see again.
Ну, посмотрим.
I'll suck the life out of you.
Все.
My. Ornery whoresons those von Emmericks, eh?
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir von Evereck, brother to Olgierd.
А, ну да.
Forgot I cannot even scratch my stones. Though in point of fact, they've not itched much since I died.
Didn't want to fight your family. They started it.
I'm dead, not blind. I preferred to see how you'd handle those snobby pricks. And Grandmum, too. Besides, what harm could you do them? They're dead as it is. Now tell me how you came into Olgierd's blood. If you hurt him, I fear I shall have to kill you.
Got it from a mutual acquaintance of mine and Olgierd's. I'm here on important business.
I'm a swithing corpse, with no interest in important matters, yours or any other buggers. The sole thing I miss is feasting, corporal diversion, so to speak. But alas...
Get a lot of visitors?
At times, not often. For when someone does drop by, the whole band comes out to play.
Fun-loving family.
True. We're famed for our love of revelry and rumbles. We Von Evericks have brawled and raided for generations. It's tradition. Naturally, with raids comes loot, so we always had the means to celebrate right lavishly. Towards the end of my life was when things went sour. But no point poking at old wounds. Just days before I died, my brother claimed he'd found a way to dig us out, restore our state.
Да, есть такое дело. Это мы еще узнаем.
Your brother sent me.
How is the old rogue? What I wouldn't give to ride by his side again.
No chance of that happening. Could experience something else, though. Something a corpse should find interesting.
Interesting? Out with it. What do you have in mind?
Listen, feels like I should know Olgierd better. Tell me something about him.
Oh, a fantastic chap. A true cavalier. You won't find another like him in all Redania. The best there is for a drink or a brawl. We were pups when we started riding out on raids. Wet behind the ears. Borderland villagers shat their trousers at the very sound of the word Olgierd. I was his second in command, leading a band of rogues who'd ride through fire for us.
Sound like common bandits. Any difference?
Us? Bandits? Watch your words. True, some of our swordsmen were mindless brawlers, but not Olgierd. Always curious, took an interest in all things. He devoured books, adored paintings, and loved the most beautiful maid in the world.
Айрис, да, ее уже упоминали.
Don't mean to pry, but just a little curious how you died.
Ah! No need to be shy. Folk love such stories. I'd love this one too, were it not to end with my death.
So how'd it happen?
On raids, it was our custom to storm the alderman's hut and then order the local clods to bring us kegs of spirit. And provide willing wenches to squeeze and churn about. Then, sadly, an ambush. Outmanned 5 to 1, we were overwhelmed. They killed me, crushed my skull like an eggshell between an upturned oak table and the stone floor.
Listen, Olgierd gave me a job. Odd as it may sound, I need to show you the time of your life.
Is that so? Now that, sir, is a brother. I've been dead for years, yet he still looks after me, after my spirits. How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Splendid. Wait just a moment while I hoist my saber and... What the blistering devils!
You're a ghost. Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting. But how am I to revel and rock and fuck? Can't lift a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench as we dance a jig.
Guess you'll have to do without. Let's go.
I'll go nowhere. You're to see I enjoy myself, correct? Well, then think of a way to make it possible.
How?
Revive my flesh.
No can do. Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Then bloody come up with another way. I'll not go anywhere in this state.
Мне не нравится идея, что мы будем в кого-то его вселять.
Come on, we're wasting time.
I'm not to waste time. Sir, time is all I've left.
You this big a pain in the ass when you were alive, too?
Do not anger me, boy. If I've but one night, I want to revel properly, not watch others enjoy themselves.
So what do you propose?
I've an idea.
Oh no, not gonna happen.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Не-не-не-не-не! Твою мать. Только этого не хватало.
Geralt, wake up. Open your eyes. Where are the smelling salts?
Death was a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely, and so near the wonders concealed a bit higher.
Have you gone mad?
Yes, as soon as I laid eyes on you, promise to stay and stroke my chin, and I shall spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body, trotting along by your well-turned calves.
Geralt, what's happened to you?
Geralt, I'm Vladimir.
What?
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
Geralt, care to explain what's going on here?
Sorry about that, Shani. That wasn't me.
So who was it?
Me?
Shut up.
I didn't say anything.
Sorry, wasn't talking to you.
Who to then?
Well, to him. To Vladimir.
Geralt, there's no one else here.
Ну ёпт.
Seems your lovely maiden friend can neither see nor hear me. There's potential in that.
Короче, похоже, мне все равно никак не воспрепятствовать тому, чтобы он меня вселялся, так что попробуем хотя бы с ним договориться о чем-то, а?
Need to set a few ground rules.
And I needn't do a thing save have the time of my life, which is exactly what I aim to do.
You're testing my patience.
As you are mine. Can you please explain what's going on here?
Oh, fiery. Temperament matches the drapes.
Listen, I'm supposed to show Vladimir von Everec the time of his life. Turned out, he's a ghost. So, willing or not, I gotta lend him my body.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're possessed?
Not at the moment. Just now he's standing next to me, coyly grinning at you. But off and on, he'll enter my body. So anything I say or do will actually be him. His mind, his intent.
What if I want to talk to you, not him?
Well, she should approach me and ask me to jump out for a bit.
Just come up and ask him to leave for a while.
I see.
Splendid.
Right then, Sugar Plum. What say you we leave this dank crypt? There's a charming grove nearby where kisses taste sweeter than anywhere else in the world.
I take it you're Vladimir now. Doesn't seem like I'll have trouble telling you apart from Geralt.
Видите, даже курсор изменился на голубой. Но поскольку мы теперь отыгрываем Владимира...
My sentiments exactly. Between you and me, this Witcher fellow is an awful bore.
Only sometimes.
Ha! Seems we're kindred spirits. So, off to the nearest hedgerow?
I'm afraid I have to turn you down, dear ghost.
A shame. In that case, point me to the nearest brothel.
I've got a better idea. You see, I've a friend who's getting married. She invited me to the wedding, but I need an escort. I had hoped that when Geralt saw me weaving the garland for the wedding, he'd invite me, but, well, I hoped wrong.
All is not lost, Pudding. I shall escort you. No better dancer in all Redania than Vladimir von Everec.
Wonderful. I must stop by my home first and change. So, we'll meet at the temple.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
I'm not fond of temples, see? When alive, I'd only set foot in one to loot it. And In death, I find I despise them all the more. Could we not meet after the ceremony, go straight to the feast?
All right. Seems we've no other option.
Splendid. Then I shall see you at the wedding manor.
I must say, Witcher, a man could lose his head for a lass like that. And that comes from none other than Vladimir von Everec, famed for his taste in women. So tell me, honestly now, man to ghost, are you her paramour? For if so, you have my word, I shall keep my distance. But if not, then... the haylofts we shall devastate together.
Ну, сказать, что между нами ничего не было, это в корне неверно, хотя бы потому, что по книге уже было. А если еще и в первой части, то было X2. Точнее, X3, потому что если выбрать Шани, то это 2 карточки. Так что Шаня мне дорога, пошел в жопу.
Let's say we were more than friends, once upon a time.
You tried to hide it, but I smelled a tryst. I know a thing or two about men, you see. A shame, though. I'd have satisfied her well. But no cavalier would rot in another's garden. So, Witcher, time for the wedding?
Let's go.
Onward. I'll be right behind you.
Ну, спасибо, хоть тут я еще себя контролирую. How generous. Однако в английской озвучке остается Геральтом, даже если в него вселяются.
Keep your paws off her.
А то в русской озвучке это явный контраст. Потому что чувствуется, что вообще другой персонаж отыгрывает.
This whole witcher's life, what's it like?
Don't want to know.
If indeed I didn't, I'd not have asked. Go on, tell me.
You wouldn't like it.
Кстати, да, арбалет надо бы снять, я же все зачистил.
Those signs, I'd like to try one.
What signs?
Your witcher signs. Never done it. Could be interesting.
Rather not waste any time.
Till the stroke of midnight, what I would rather is what matters.
Whoa!
Bloody fine mount. Good stance, powerful rump, stable withers. Well, well.
See you know your horses.
I should say so. My 2 greatest passions in life. Mares and maidens.
Spooking my horse. Roach doesn't like ghosts.
Помните, как Ольгерт еще до этого говорил, что бы сказал Владимир, если бы увидел, как грязными сапогами на коня вылезаешь? Так что это правда. Он еще много комментариев по дороге отпустит. Не знаю, как насчет остальных мест, но он комментирует много чего вообще.
I remember that mill. Whenever Olgierd and I got up to mischief, we'd hide out in there. Once, we snuck off with some moonshine. Old cocksucker Yarrow caught us. Those were the days.
Не вижу, правда, где он появился. Ну да ладно.
Giddy up.
Сколько ж тут тропинок?
My mum says I'll turn into a strigger if I don't eat my dinner.
Стригу. Сурово. Ну вот и прибыли.
No sign of her yet. We need to wait.
Обожаю этот момент, который сейчас будет.
This is very romantic.
Fuck off.
Обожаю.
Behold, wars have started over uglier wenches. Well, raids have been undertaken at least.
True, she looks lovely. Let's go.
Whoa, whoa, hold. Need to go in, wearing that.
What else?
Have you seen how she's dressed? I'll not parade at that jewel's side in a rank tunic. You need a robe. One daren't attend a wedding in anything less.
Don't happen to have a robe handy.
What do you mean? What about that?
И правда висит одна. Не хочу я красть, чел. Хрен с тобой.
All in all, why not?
Ah, that's the spirit.
This'll do wonderfully.
Ну да.
Perfect fit. It feels tailor-made.
Правда, сапоги все равно
Now
мои.
for shoes. One must wear shoes to a wedding. And we must be neat.
Это да. Прическу он, кстати, сделал бы по-любому ту, которая у меня сейчас.
May they draw and quarter me if I've ever seen a lovelier lass.
Nothing left of you to draw and quarter, alas.
Doe eyes, a swan's soft supple neck, and a waist so slim you could grip it one-handed.
You're actually quite amusing this way.
You see? Geralt's been a pill, a nag. That all changes today.
Dramatically, I'd say. He's never been very talkative to start with.
He's been a fool, but I shall make up for that now. Will you marry me?
A big step, but I will think about it. For now, we should simply enjoy my friend's wedding. May I please speak to Geralt for a moment?
Whatever for. This evening is about my pleasure, not his.
Just for a moment, then you can jump right back in.
Be quick. I'll not stand here doing naught. I'm to enjoy myself.
Geralt, I'm about to introduce you to the newlyweds. Please make sure your friend doesn't embarrass me.
I can't make him do anything. All that nonsense is his. I feel like an ass saying it.
I liked some of that nonsense.
What, for example?
It would do you good to be more relaxed sometimes.
Relaxed? So you think I'm uptight?
What I mean is, it would be nice from time to time if you could sit back and enjoy life, instead of going around solving everyone's problems.
But what does... I don't understand.
Of course you don't. You're as dense as year-old hardtack. Luckily, you've got me.
We'll talk later. Let's go to this wedding. The sooner the ghost has his fun, the sooner this'll be over.
Finally, something that's not utter tripe. We shall dance till the break of dawn.
You get till midnight and not a second longer.
That's not enough. I shan't even get properly soused by midnight, let alone...
Make an effort. I'm sure you'll manage. You get to frolic and carouse till midnight. That's our deal. Then there's the capping. Then you go back where you came from.
So be it.
This way, my strawberry. Hello world, I'm back. I'll be damned. A proper wedding. Overladen tables, plenty of worthy drinking companions, and a swarm of fair maids. But None compared to you, my dear rhubarb. Beware of the dog, Shani. Judging by the size of its house, the mutt must be big as a horse.
Thanks for your concern, but the doghouse is empty.
They let a man-eater like that run free? Have the wedding guests been warned? Seems we are indeed in for a cracking good time.
Немного отличается английский диалог тут.
What a lovely rowan. I remember making necklaces of the fruit when I was a child.
Ah, the berries make for splendid hooch. Olgerd and I brewed in our teething years.
У каждого свое.
I shall introduce you to the newlyweds now. Try to behave.
For you, my rowan petal, I'd do anything.
Come. Time to meet and be greeted.
I shan't stray a step from your side.
Всегда ходит вот так вот, с руками на поясе тут. Кардинально отличается. Ну,
We'd have trekked from Kildare if we'd had to. This is your special day.
ну, будем считать, что моя очередь.
Once more, all the best in your new life.
Thank you.
It's us now. Dearies, blessings rain down upon you.
May you live in health and happiness. Harmony and love forever last betwixt you.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Now go. Enjoy the feast.
Our turn. My dear friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
Джонс.
It's an honor. The sun shine brightly on this new path in your lives. I am
This is my friend of yesteryear, Geralt of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Geralt, a witcher. Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality. I adore weddings. The brides especially. So fragrant, so tasty, I could...
Righto. I'm sure we'll all have a splendid time.
Ну и тут можно диалоги, где характер Витальда разгуляется на всю катушку.
Aren't you an extraordinary beauty, my dear?
Why, thank you.
You had your pick of gents, I'm sure.
Where is this going?
I'm attempting to discern why she chose you, Jonas.
Mean you don't approve of my wife's choice?
I've no skin in this game. I ask out of pure curiosity.
Well, rein it in, or I shall have to explain my wife's choice to you hands-on. Out of pure pleasure.
Why so testy, friend? Have I insulted you? Merely told your wife she was a beautiful woman, yet here I'm threatened instead of getting thanks. Have some manners.
Geralt, that's enough. She simply fell in love, that's that. Jonas, I'm sure my friend meant no offense.
Tell me, Aldona, how is it you and my dear Shani know each other?
We met in Oxenfurt. Both studied medicine at the academy.
Wondrous times.
Over quickly in my case, alas. My family couldn't afford to keep me there. I was forced to return home after 1 year.
It's never too late to pursue an education, my dear. Your husband is certain to help you complete your studies, provide the necessary coin.
I don't know. We've not talked about it.
Come, Jonas, surely you've not taken Aldona as a mere diversion for the alcove. You will help her, will you not?
That is between me and her. You needn't butt in.
But I'm not. I merely ask. See, I've come to love your wife like a sister. So I ask you as your brother-in-law, will you help her?
I'm sure we'll discuss the matter.
That's my lad. You're a right decent chap. I knew it from the start.
А ведь я первый раз с английской озвучкой прохожу этот квест, и он мне нравится.
Aldona seems a curious choice for a bride. Did she come with a hefty dowry?
I assure you, Witcher, my choice had naught to do with coin.
Jonas' family is far better off than mine. They're a textile manufacturer.
It took a lot of convincing to get Mother to agree to our, as some would have it, Misalliance?
Toh, you never told me. Whatever happened to fortune is of no import to me and my family.
It isn't. John has told me the same. That your background doesn't bother him.
Never does. Not at love's first blossoming. But give it time. 5 years and you'll find few things that don't bother you.
I'm beginning to find what you say bothersome. I don't know where you're from, but in these parts it is rude to insult newlyweds at a wedding.
Insult? I'm merely warning you. Know a thing or two about life, you see.
Geralt and his jests. He has a strange sense of humor.
Very strange, I'd say.
Ну, на самом деле у нормального Геральта тоже чувство юмора такое, специфичное.
We've chewed the fat enough. Time's a-wasting.
Are you, expected elsewhere?
Me? Ha! I simply cannot wait to sample your liquors and dance with the local matrons.
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens. Perhaps one of them will catch your eye.
Oh, that's for damn certain.
And perhaps you will catch one of their...
It'd be nice, certainly, but I shan't be terribly bothered if it's not the case. Come, let's drink.
Итак, у нас целая куча развлечений, надо успеть попробовать как можно больше, если мы хотим ачивку. Осталось вспомнить, кто здесь есть что. А, партейка в гвинт.
Look. Munchkin's playing cards.
In the mood to lighten Geralt's purse?
Geralt won't mind. He's wild about cards.
Геральт не против, ему понравится. Кстати, вот здесь довольно забавный момент. Если им проиграть, то вот эти ослиные уши, про которые они говорят, перекочуют на Ведьмака на всю партию. И даже по поводу этого будут отпускать комментарии. Так что давайте-ка я это сделаю. Попытаюсь, по крайней мере.
Perhaps you care to sit down to some Gwent with us?
Most certainly would. You needn't ask twice, midget.
No need for insults.
Но это Витальд, он не самый тактичный.
It's no insult. It's the truth. He's a midget.
Like I said, that's an insult.
Would you call your chum a giant?
Shut up. You playing or not?
Let us play, gentlefolk.
What's your wager?
Everything. The whole lot. I'm all in.
I never knew you to be such a gambler.
You shall see many new sides of me this night, my dear. Many large sides.
Normally we play that the loser's got to wear the ass ears.
I needn't care. I shan't lose.
Ну, раз моя задача проиграть, надо играть за эльфов. Потому что за кого, если не за них? Конечно, у меня тут колода тоже более-менее неплохая, но не настолько, чтобы показаться совсем ультимативной. Разве что Еевина бы сюда засунуть, но и так сойдет. Так, пусть начнет противник, наверное. Так. Это королевство севера, значит, будет много этих, казнь менять нет смысла, говенкары хорошо. Ну, допустим. О. Чучело. Пока все неплохо. Но начну первый ход стандартно с разыгрывания говенкаров. Но, увы, в две карты это контрится. Ладно. Можно выложить одну посерьезней для подстраховки от казни. Ну и думаю, золото. Я знал. У него еще может быть Велентрительмер. Перестраховываемся. Вот если бы не перестраховался, сейчас бы улетели эти трое. Авалак. Шикарно. Карта, которая должна была просто мне зайти, но не зашла. Он хоть когда-нибудь положит что-нибудь посерьезнее, а? Ну, наконец-то. Ну, я так и думал. О, зато Мильва зашла. И лекари. Шикарно. Следующий раунд будет чем крыть. Так. Я надеюсь, ты воскресишься в правильный этот самый. Хрен там плавал. Здесь нельзя выбрать корректно, куда будет воскрешаться. Обожаю. А этот воскресился куда надо. Почему? Ну, хрен знает. Ну, теперь, по крайней мере, я могу разыграть казнь. Хоть одну. Ну, а теперь могу честным образом сказать, что я проиграл эту партию, потому что это гребаные эльфы. Ослиным ушам быть. Просто ослиным ушам быть.
You lose, Witcher. Hand over the wager. Everything.
Perhaps we could reach an arrangement?
No weaseling out of this. Hand over the coin.
What do we do now?
Feel good losing somebody else's coin?
I meant to win, give you the coin. I've no need for it in the grave.
But you lost, so now I've got to pay up.
I say, he talking to himself. Roaring drunk already, that's it. We can't fleece a drunk. Have him don the cap and we'll call it even. Just a minute. Bloke needs a lesson. I say, dons the cap and gives us 5% of the coin he has.
Hear that? Agreed. 5% is yours, and I shall wear the cap. Never fear. A man must do what a man must do, and Vladimir von Everek's a man among men.
Hear that? So sloshed he thinks he's Vladimir von Everek. Rogue's long dead, by my reckoning. Exactly.
Those ears. You look, interesting.
Time to drink! We are at a wedding.
Aye, let's drink. My time's as short as you are, friends.
To the Witcher and his betrothed.
Hear that, Shani? My betrothed. Know what that means?
No. What?
It means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, you resist. But it all ends as everyone knows it must. Ah, the merriment. Good show indeed. Let's continue the ball.
Да, теперь с этими ушами я просто...
I think you look charming.
Quite the lark, this Gwent. Onward to the next diversion.
Так, здесь, по-моему, просто выпить.
I never say no to a lady. To your fair beauty. And to yours, Shani, naturally.
Your elfin happiness. Fortune smile upon you, White Wolf.
Так, так, спокойно. Я еще трезвый. Спокойно. Ага, порядок. Так, тут еще есть один такой маленький секрет, о котором лично я в первом прохождении не заметил.
Look there, Shani. The ladder begs us to scamper to its top, where we can converse.
Then let us scamper.
But how so? Just like that?
There aren't that
Мне что понравилось, тут ведь находится карта для грима, причем интересная карта.
Let's see.
Just like that.
I'm all ears. What would you like to talk about? I'm sorry, converse.
Well, when it comes right down to it,
Yes?
you see, the thing is...
Come now, spit it out. Yes, just as I thought. Come, it's time we return.
Кривовато, но тем не менее тоже для
What's
ачивки.
just as you thought? I find you intimidating.
Loudly lowing cows only ever give a little milk.
I've only ever dealt with simple maids, whereas you're a surgeon. I believe I was right not to just take you and... Well, I was right to take the more romantic approach.
Oh, all right. Now come, we were to enjoy ourselves. Let's do just that. Romantic.
Of all these flowers, you, my dear, are the loveliest.
Believe the young man's mistaken me for another.
Not at all. I like my women as I like my peaches. Fuzzy and well ripe.
That's enough. Get going. Drunk and randy. Nothing good's ever come of that mix.
Да, что-то тут Витальд приударил не за тем. Ладно, так, это у нас квестик, не хочу пока брать, нужно отыскать все мелкие развлечения сперва. Вот здесь, например. А, это тоже, по-моему, с чем-то связано, нет? Проверим.
Found yourself a perch from which to survey passing beaux?
What do you mean? My back aches from pounding the churn, so I'm having a...
And they said fire burns hotter in an old stove.
If I was your age, you'd be singing a different tune. Have you squealing like a kitty cat?
Что-то Владимир приударивает исключительно со старушками, меня это напрягает. Помню вот этот квест, можно взять.
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot.
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with one foot bared. 'Tis a wedding. I've got to wear slippers.
Oh, look, dearie, I did. Take there. Muck must have sucked it deep in.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish skin.
What's all this then?
They're playing slip-in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in and fish it out.
Look, mutations don't just turn them barren as a mule, they give them an ass's ears to boot. Must have some other horse part hidden in his trousers.
Увы, он это никак не комментирует в ответку, а так, я думаю, была бы драка уже со всей свадьбой тут.
And once I retrieve it?
Well, your maid'll be pleased as punch. Or it means you're a gallant beau. And awful handy.
Is that all? No prize? Not even a kiss?
That depends on the miss in question. If she wants to give you a kiss, she will. But she ain't obliged.
Давайте сыграем.
Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come.
Какими движениями он, конечно, это срывает.
Prime game. Shawnee, your slipper. I shall prove I'd dive to any depth for you. Observe the Shawnee.
My eyes are glued.
Seems to think the slipping will be easy, don't it?
Ох, тут много этих туфелек от предыдущих ловцов. Так, вроде это нужный. Осталось подобрать остальные для коллекции. Хотя не, они все отмечаются значком. Тут, по-моему, их должно быть 3, что ли. Не обязательно их доставать за один заход, можно и за несколько, но воздуха более чем хватает. Вот 3-й еще. Ну ладно, будем считать, что все. Выныриваем. Не знаю, что будет, если не выловить их. Тут трудно, по-моему, промахнуться.
Damn mucky that pond, sinking up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes overtossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers and she will lift up her skirt and bend over. To don it, of course.
Ah, so generous. And clever.
Just figuring that out? I believe I've earned a kiss.
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shani. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh well. Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in. That is, on.
Thank you.
Не знаю, что будет, если выловить только ее башмачок.
My kind of tune. Let's do some dancing.
О, да.
In my
Танец.
experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance the barn down.
О, да, это мелодия.
Faster, faster till we expire.
Неплохо.
And now, a special treat for our special guests.
О, Дим.
The Witcher Geralt and his enchanting partner, Shani. Musicians, something lovely for the loving couple.
At last, music for our loving embrace.
Медляк, блин.
Come, Shani. It's time you discovered my romantic side.
Oh, you're rather good at this.
Ну это Швейцария.
Not a man here who can outdance me. It's a gift. My legs are preternaturally skilled.
I never expected the members of Olgierd's band to have a taste for dancing.
Yet it's so. We dance, dance at every opportunity. As fond of fun as fighting. Our motto.
Но со слиными ушами это еще лучше смотрится.
Seems the music in the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thanks his lovely partner.
Not sure I do. What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
I have my mind, my heart for you.
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you should keep your hands to yourself. Understood?
Don't be upset, my peach. I couldn't resist.
I'm not upset. Just next time, don't lunge at me like that.
I'd had a long fast, so to speak. Hunger overwhelmed me. But yes, next time I shall ask. Shawnee, may I kiss you?
You are incorrigible. Could I talk to Geralt for a moment?
What for? He'll have nothing of interest to say. The man's adrift.
Please.
Very well.
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Geralt, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost is inside you. Do you feel anything? Have any control?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why do you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you. Just you.
Ну, вообще, на самом деле, Геральт, если по канону отвечать, то он не любитель танцевать. Я действительно не помню, чтобы хоть раз он по книгам танцевал. Равно как и в предыдущих частях игры.
Can't say what would have happened. Probably wouldn't have danced at all.
Really?
Shut up! Shut up! You'll ruin everything!
At any rate, I wash my hands of all my actions till the stroke of midnight.
I see.
Happened to see the man who announced your song.
Yes, he acted as though he knew me, but we've never met. I was surprised. Who is he?
Gaunter O'Dim, Master Mirror. Wonder what he's doing here.
Then perhaps you should just ask him.
Yeah, he didn't show up without a reason. Need to talk to him.
Consider that he might have simply been nearby and dropped in on a whim.
Promise you this much. He never does anything simply. And certainly not on a whim.
I was to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes, listening to you talk. I'm going back in.
Better. Come, Shawnee. The night beckons us not to jabber it away.
С Одимом точно не стоит говорить. Потому что это активатор для заключительного, так скажем, этапа.
Don't let me stop you.
Да, двигается он действительно бодро, а Шани наоборот как-то медлительно. Ну, по крайней мере, она отличается выгодно от всех тех, кто танцует тут остальные, они просто крутятся. Ну ладно, танцевали и будет. А что у нас тут? Я как-то и не вспомню.
Your health, Sir Dwarves. May your beards grow long, but never tangle round your ankles.
To the young lovers, may their loins never droop. May they sire many a bairn and reap gobs of coin.
Это вот совершил ошибку, когда проходил, и сразу пошел с ним говорить. И из-за этого я не смог все, так скажем, развлечения поймать. Так, тут у нас квест с пробежкой небольшой.
Do you need help?
Shani, darling. Oh, you shan't believe what's happened. I'm marrying off my only daughter. Wanted a proper wedding for her, wild revelry. So I hired a true fire eater. You know, whoosh, scoop, sizzle, sizzle.
Ooh, I've not seen that sort of trickery.
Horribly dear diversions of that sort. He journeyed here from Novigrad.
That'll not squeeze coppers on my daughter, oh no. The groom's family have us for paupers, but we'll show them how wrong they are.
Seems we won't, in fact, for our fire swallowers has gone as last Yule's pudding.
Groom's hound chased him off. That blasted demon. Ugh, they sure named it right.
Calm yourself, Dumpling. Master Witcher's here now. Perhaps he can aid us.
Ow! The man's got ass ears. He should first seek to help himself.
Such ears might be high fashion in his parts.
Oh, I doubt that.
Не, ну с ушами, конечно, да. Мы выглядим крайне представительно.
Before I can begin my witcherly investigation, I require guidance, clues. Tell me all you know, everything.
Well, the Fire Eater arrived around noon, ate his fill of food, not fire, then went for a stroll to air some gases, he said. That horror demon saw him and started barking like a thing possessed.
Why so?
Haven't a clue. Didn't like the man, sent something awry. Perhaps the man swallowed fire. Animals fear fire.
If I feared, it would have fled, not given chase.
Damn fool dog. How can you know? But it snapped its chain and chased the Fire Eater into the woods.
Foolish or not, it's our son-in-law's beloved pet. There'll be hell to pay if it goes missing.
You needn't worry. The Witcher, that is, I, will find this swallower of heated things.
Mighty generous offer, but no one knows where to look.
Matters not. Witchers, that is, we have our ways. The Flame Gulper, what did he look like?
He wore a jester's cap. Typical sort. Ought to be enough to identify him.
I shall find him.
We thank you, and hope for the best.
Awfully nice of you to offer your help, but are you sure you're up to it? You're not actually a witcher, Vladimir.
I wish to find this magician. Give it a go, all right? But you cannot help me. I must do it alone. I expect it will be great fun.
Fine. Don't have to do this, but if I were you, I'd find the dog's tracks, follow its trail. Just a thought.
Excellent advice. I'll take it.
Shawnee, Vladimir and I need to find the Fire Eater. If we're not back by midnight, then...
Relax. We'll be back in no time. I believe in you.
Tally-ho. Adventure awaits.
Ну, пошли искать. Да, кстати. Поскольку я один хер мутагенами не использую, Акси там пригодится, надо переставить опять. Да, ну и будка тут.
The hound tore its chain off the wall. Underfed, it seems. Or else the ash liquor really boiled the mutt's blood. A bone not so clean I've only ever seen two like this. One in an antelope, the other when I caught a hen after not eating for a week. Its bowl is chipped. Tried to devour its bowl along with its supper. Daft mutt. The dog made these tracks true, but a small one. Yet judging by its house, Demon is a hulk, but beggars can't choose their tracks. So I shall follow these.
Действительно, следы очень маленькие.
Following some dog's trail? Not exactly how I imagined this wedding. Think I'll wait here.
Wonderful, my juicy pair. I shall continue my travails while you rest. Shan't be long now.
Да, ведь еще иконка около полоски ХП сменилась с ведьмачьего медальона на вот этот символ кабанов. Если кто еще не заметил. Так.
A broken branch. As if one too heavy sought to scamper up this tree. Seems our Fire Eater swallows a great deal more than fire. Or perhaps someone was merely gathering kindling. Ah, there is joy in this ferreting.
Что такое? Шапка пожирателя?
A spark spitter's cap if ever I've seen one. As jesterly as they come. Chap must have lost it running from Demon. Two conclusions then. Our magician is fat, and a coward.
Вот он наверху зовет на помощь. Вопрос от кого? Ладно. А, вон там собака прыгает. Правда, какая-то мелкая, действительно.
Missing man, missing mutt.
Am I seeing this right? That gammy puss ran up a tree to escape that puppy.
Guess so. You,
Get down.
Oh no, no bloody chance. I value my life.
What do we do?
Ага, знаки все-таки мы самоличными накастуем.
Sit.
Now that is power. If I'd had that, the Horsons never would have gutted me. Make it do some folly. Roll about on the ground. That sort of sport.
No.
Oh, could you be any more of a bore? I'll do it myself.
Roll over.
Were I to command it to eat its own tail, it would do so, right?
Demon, doghouse now.
Now what have you done? Why ever? Ruin my fun.
Have it at the wedding. Climb down. Man-eating beast's gone, as you can see.
You sure it won't return?
Positive.
Better safe than sorry, I always say.
Geralt, this jester is drunk as a skunk. I hope he's not polished off that bottle yet.
I saved your life, man. Do you not at least owe me a sip?
Course. Bottoms up.
I say, cracking good mead. Now I understand why you wanted some private time with it.
Fine mead, true. But I was fleeing an hound. Hound? But it was a monster. A furry, faggy devil. They chose a fitting name for it. Those are excellent ears. Might try a pair like that. Just not sure they'd fit under my cap.
Ах да, его шапка.
Your cap, sir. Lost it running from that pup like a gutless coward.
Oh, my dearest cap. Always brought me good luck it has. I'll wear it for every performance.
You're a man whose trade is literally to play with fire. How can you fear a tiny runt of a dog?
Was a monster! A demon!
So you said. You're a stoneless coward, sir. That's that.
Oh, beg your pardon. I'm not a coward. I'm cautious. Know what become of a fire eater who paid no heed to caution?
I suppose he might singe his tongue.
Guessed it. Settles that misunderstanding.
You can forget about performing in your state.
And just what state would that be?
Look at yourself, man. You're a tramp, can barely stand, let alone perform.
First off, that's bollocks. Second, I'm a fire eater, not a stilt walker. Standing straight ain't a requirement.
This may be my only chance to ask. Your fire-guzzling trickery. How does it work?
Oh, they'd toss me out the guild if I told. Except if I took you on as an apprentice. In half a year's time, you'd learn.
I haven't half a year. Come, just between you and me. We've drunk together. We're practically brothers.
Drank it all yourself. You're no brother of mine.
You dare toy with me this way? Very well. Refuse to tell me, and I shall leave you here as a morsel for any passing boars, bears, or bloodthirsty fawns. So choose wisely.
Кровожадные олени, блин.
He's suppressing the arts.
Out with it.
I got this special mixture I drink before every show. After that I can eat fire, spit fire, do what I please. It don't burn nothing.
Is that all? Where's the art in it? Any dribbling imbecile can smear his throat with a protective slurry.
I've had just about enough of this. First they release the hounds, then come and steal my meat, and now insults. I'm done here. Goodbye.
Didn't mean to offend the bloody charlatan. Do something.
Аксий.
Now, you're gonna forget everything you've seen, said, and heard in the woods.
Wouldn't a smack upside the head help the matter? Put the cheating coward back in his place.
No need. You'll go back to the wedding and show everybody your tricks.
Oh, your charlatan's tricks.
Yes, sir. I'll do as you say.
Coming or not?
I'm coming. I'm coming.
To the wedding, then. Perhaps I'll find some more interesting diversions there.
Мечи.
Keep calm. Stay close.
I shan't stray a step. Wild animals behind every stump in these woods. Yes! Bear!
There. That? As much as your cost intended. Hide, you blind fool.
Save me!
Без школы волка сразу мне не хватает мощности знаков, блин. Неужели? А ведь он мог его и убить, кстати, кабанчик этот.
Tell me, are bears often boar-shaped in your experience?
Got weak eyes, see? Besides, I'm a fire eater, not some damn naturalist.
Indeed you are not, Master... believe I failed to ask. What do they call you?
David Altonsborough.
Listen here, Master Hattonsborough. Stay close, and no harm will come to you. I'll see to it your drunken, fire-spitting gob gets to the wedding safe and sound.
Ну, хоть дальше путь идет нормально. И сними уже
The
мечи.
missing fire blower is missing no more. It was my doing, if I may say so myself.
And Demon? What's with him?
He failed to return.
No, he did. He's just acting mighty strange.
Seems to be in a muddle of sorts. Got as much life in him as a carrot.
Might have eaten some nightshade or whatnot.
Your attention, please. I invite all to witness a spectacle unrivaled. A man so bold as to eat fire.
We must watch the trickery. Never saw anything like it while alive.
Ну... Сделай уже что-нибудь эпичное. Там, кстати, фоном те счастливые родители еще и поцеловаться успели.
My first Witcher contract. Done. Fire Eater found. His ass saved. If I could live again, I'd be a Witcher for damn certain.
И последнее наше развлечение на сегодня.
Smearing their wedding garb with muck.
Aha! Finally, a manly man's sport.
Для настоящего мужика.
What sport is this? Blustering about after pigs, are you?
Lads are racing to be crowned King of the Swineherds and win the prize that comes with it for their wench. Lady.
And the rules? One must be a swineherd's son to enter, I suppose?
Nay, any man can try his luck. All you need is to herd the piggies dabbed in yellow into the pen.
King of the swineherds, eh? What's this king get exactly? A king's ransom, I would hope.
No coin. Honours the prize. King gets a crown of laurels he pins to his saddle, rides about with pride that he's King of the Swineherds.
You mentioned some trifles for the lasses. Are they worthwhile at least?
For certain. Lovely, every last one. Pretty as a painting. Win and see for yourself.
Ну ладно, хоть Шани порадуем.
Sounds like damned foolish nonsense. But
not give it a try?
We'd be honored.
A witcher with ass ears chasing swine. Better than a goddamn circus.
What's that you say, peasant?
Me? Nothing.
Good. Keep it that way.
Get that cripple out of there! Couldn't chase his own wench into a bed, let alone a pig into a pen. Let the witcher give it a run.
Да, теперь загонять мается. Примерно так же, как ту овцу на велохвоста, по-моему. Ох, понеслась.
Watch my movement, Shani. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker.
Давай, давай, давай.
Come on, piggy. Got a nice and cozy pen for you.
Да чтоб тебя. Да, этих свиней загонять, это тот еще морока. У меня нормально получилось, по-моему, только самый первый раз. Давай, 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 давай. Хорошо идем, давай. 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 Одна есть. Давай. Ну, блин, куда пошла? Так, хорошо, хорошо, замечательно. Куда пошла? А, надо в другое было загонять. Кажется, я смог. Та-дам!
Feel foolish peasants? Learned a lesson from your better? Are the pigs penned? Indeed they are.
Master Witcher, we ain't seen such pig-chasing skill in a long time.
Your family had an ample pen, didn't they? Go on, admit it.
My family had many pens, but that in no way means I had any practice chasing pigs.
However it were, the crown's going to a good man.
And the king's chosen maid deserves a fitting favor. Yeah.
Мягкая игрушка. На коня вот такой вот.
What do you say to that, Shani? Never witnessed such agility?
You're clearly a natural at chasing pigs through muck. You were a joy to watch.
How does my heart's captor like the prize I won for her?
The rag-stuffed piggy? It's lovely, truly. I've always dreamed of owning one.
Tell me, Shani, what's the key with you?
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl, that's clear. In Geralt's name and flesh, of course, but still. Yet the more I woo you, the less you seem ready to succumb. So I ask myself, what am I missing?
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
Is that so? Prove it.
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
That one, with the garland.
Splendid choice. Now observe as Vladimir von Everek does his thing. Now, who have we here?
Do I know you?
That's the crux of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a lifetime without you.
An entire lifetime, more like.
A moment, my dear. Do not sabotage me, Shani. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
Did it hurt terribly, my sweet?
What?
When you fell from the heavens.
Why, Sarah.
Shh, my dear. No more words. I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons? Really? Actual salons? In Novigrad?
And how...
In Novigrad, Oxenfurt, why, in Kovir as well. Wherever you wish. Let's make haste to the barn. There, everything will be made clear.
И повелась.
Step away from the man.
Who the devils are you?
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our down his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
Ну, я не помню. Там, по-моему, на конфликт в любом случае пойдет. Не помню.
Easy, lads. No harm done. An innocent conversation with an innocent miss. The kind weddings are for.
We all heard your innocent talk. Wanted to draw her to the barn. What were you gonna do there? Talk some more?
Oops.
Naturally, we would speak. But first, we would dance. Now tell me, what sort of fool wouldn't want to dance with a beauty like her?
Find another beauty, or I'll dance with you myself, just after I'd grab me a fence post.
Geralt, you saw it. I tried to resolve this peacefully, but they wish to fight. Suits me just fine. Sounds like wonderful fun. Fence boards right over there for the taking.
Fair eat your stones.
That's the last ploughing straw. No one accuses Vladimir von Everec of cowardice.
Calm down, boys. Don't want to fight you.
Too damn bad, because we're gonna tan your mutant freak hide.
That does it! Rah! Hi-ya!
Show us what you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice.
О да, это уже что-то новенькое в плане оружия. Но понеслась.
Fence boards, the perfect weapon for sweaty swineherders.
Минус один.
Fit for your job, you ploughing gentleman.
Минус
Never in
два.
my life have I reveled so fiercely. Steady. Who else wants a shave?
Хорош.
Had enough peasant spawn. Thought yourself a match for a Von Everett. A witcher. Away with you. Begone. I've tired of looking at your slack-jawed yaps. Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
Geralt, you must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
In your dreams.
There it is. You fucked up. She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
You always that charming in life?
It worked. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Fine. I shall try. Uh-oh. Shani approaches. Unlikely to be happy, eh?
You made this mess, you do the explaining.
Oh, all right.
Your methods... quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers. Creative. Wonder what else you have up your sleeve.
Eliminating potential obstacles, see? All part of my plan. Usually I take a few passing blows in the doing, and the young miss in question then swoons with pity, tends to my wounds.
So, what went wrong?
It's this damned malformed body. All sinews, and this mug? Were I to wear my own, oh, 'twould be another story altogether. The maidens always fell for my melancholy eyes, and the swagger in my scars. But I'll gladly try again. Just indicate a lass and...
You've proven everything amply. Let's just have fun, all right? After all, you haven't much time left.
Fine. I suppose you're right. Come then.
И это было последнее развлечение, по идее. Теперь осталось только поговорить с господином Зеркало. Так, мужики, приплясываю, да? Ладно. Где он там?
Gingerbread's now but flour, honey, eggs and spices.
I beg to differ, madame. You omit the most important ingredient in gingerbread. Time.
What sort of balderdash is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal crunch on the outside, the delicious moistness within.
So how much of this time does it take?
That you will not find in any recipe. You must surrender to your senses. Let them lead you so close to time. Touch it. Let you sniff it. Stroke it even. Time. Time is the key. Greetings, Shani. I must introduce myself. Gaunter O'Dim. My, what a lovely dress. The color suits you exquisitely.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned cooking. Seem to know quite a bit about gingerbread.
Quite simply, I know a lot about everything.
Is that so? What do you know about me?
That you were ever the worst brother. That you envied Olgierd from your earliest days, and always wished to be just like him.
Wait, you can see me? That is, me, Vladimir von Everek?
Of course. Why ever wouldn't I?
Because I'm in Geralt's body, the Witcher's, and...
Just who would I be if the true nature of things remained hidden from me? Someone like you. Meaning...
I wouldn't want to get blood on my damsel's dress, but insult me once more and...
You shan't touch me. I know you'd very much like to act like your brother in this situation, demonstrate how manly you are, but let's be honest, nothing will come of it. You're simply not him, no matter how much you wish you were.
Rubbish. I never envied my brother.
Of course you did. He was a shining role model. Olgierd ran faster, shot truer, lifted greater weights. Olgierd learned to read first, although you tried your damnedest to beat him. As you grew up, he had his pick of girls, whereas you made do with the leftovers.
I apologize, Shani. I'm rather sorry you have to hear this.
Stop fooling yourself. Shani isn't here for you. She's here for Geralt. Even after death, you still play the pale imitation. Oh, by the way, Olgierd's a much better dancer.
You lying dog. That's my brother. I loved him.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seems to have been to you?
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. 5 came at me. I'll not deny it, I fled. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me. Cornered me like a rat. But Olgierd told everyone I flew at all 5. Took them on all at once. Alone.
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
Olgierd visits my grave. Often. Pours a drink for me. Gets soused himself. And talks of the old times. He cannot see me. But I hear his every word.
Well, perhaps one day he'll say something very surprising.
What are you getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid time, for time is short.
Более чем.
Shani, I'm sorry,
It's all right. That was... Forget him. We're here to enjoy ourselves, right? Let's go. The night's still young.
На самом деле нет.
All
lies, not a word of truth.
Don't get it bothered.
Olgierd was not just my brother. More importantly, he was my best mate.
Let it go. I believe you. And now revel on. Time won't wait.
И заключительный этап праздника.
I'll leave you for a moment. As a bridesmaid, I need to be by the bride for the captain.
Go on, Shani. I'll manage fine alone.
Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Geralt, there's no need.
Нет уж.
No need? Why, there's every need. Till now, I'd always considered peasant jollities unworthy of a gentleman. For tell me, who among you would rub shoulders with swineherds if born a noble? I delighted in the beauty of buxom farm wenches, of course, and indeed still do. Given more time, I'd prove this to each and every maiden here. Farmhands are a different story. Never took any note of them. Had one or two groom my mounts. They did this well, but were never worthy of conversation. Nay, not even if you paid me. For one must live by certain principles, am I right? But this day has changed all. Beneath the muck and dung, a peasant is a man. I understand this, thanks to you. You've still shite all to talk about, but I don't mind anymore. For this, I thank you, and say, you are well loved.
It's almost midnight. Time for the capping.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, yes, you are. All the maids join in the capping.
You're a maid too, Shani.
Midnight chime has struck. The capping times are come. What thoughts in young hearts prance? What dreams make young blood run? Be they nice, be they vice, of jestily or lordly stance, out they'll come in this hour's dance.
Toast the lovely corporal, then give her a few weeks, and we'll toast the lovely bear with its pale and puffy cheeks. Don't you mind our song? We don't sing to be behind. We sing so we can empty yet another side. Christ will hold eternal, pride will rest beware, or she'll make you a corporal in the coming year. What's the groom of king? Must be said gallant, gallant, gallant cow. You'll get upon the calf the hay. So drink and be merry.
Whoever caught the gallant shall be next to wed.
Почему-то ожидаемо. Сурово.
That really necessary?
It came rushing back in a torrent. How we caroused at Olgierd's wedding. I couldn't resist. Had to pen a few words. Will you give him the letter?
I will.
Thanks. You're a good chap, Witcher. Dull as dirt, but good.
Шани меня ищет.
A lovely custom. Blushing maids, twirling in dance. Their hair swirling freely, their bodices undone. They're bouncing.
Will you stop?
Did you see it? Shani caught the garland. She'll be next to marry as peasant superstition has it.
Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's past midnight. Time for you to go back to the crypt.
I can't. I'm not finished here.
It's past midnight. You can take off those lovely ears. Only if you want to, of course.
Lovely as they are, think I'll put them away for now.
Is Vladimir's ghost gone?
You see? She asks after me. Misses me already.
I'm here, my ever-loving tulip. That kiss as we danced made my head so light. A team of hellish stallions could not tear me away before I receive one more. Or two more. Or as many as you'll give.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself. I'm glad.
A kiss. I knew it would end this way. An end that is but a beginning.
No, it's just an end. It's after midnight. Your time has come.
Ah, we needn't fret such trifles. Death's not come to claw me back, so why not continue our revels?
What's Geralt think about that? You gave your word.
Shani, darling, I'm dead. Can't expect too much from a corpse.
Vladimir von Everett, go back whence you came. Please.
Stay out of this.
Вежливый, как всегда.
Stop! I beg you! Stop!
Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like paradise in comparison. The choice is yours.
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
Gods, what is this?
Ну, думаю, для Геральта он реально уже задолбался. Ну ладно.
What did you do to him?
Sent him back whence he came.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Geralt had finished his task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happens I also know the history you share.
You do? How?
Shani, darling, would you ask an eagle how it knows how to fly? Regardless, what matters is Vladimir von Everett will bother you no more.
Не, убегать так это верх бестактности, я считаю.
I'd like to stay longer, but...
Don't make excuses, Geralt. I'm not angry. A witcher has to ply his trade, follow his path. As for me, well, perhaps I expected too much of this wedding. Got the wrong impression.
Not sure I understand.
Never mind. I should find Aldona. I am her bridesmaid after all.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
You understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. The problem is that men are hopeless fools. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt, pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink. She'll get over it in a snap.
Rather manage without your advice, thank you.
She cares for you. You have feelings for her. Don't overthink it. Surrender to spontaneous honesty. Nothing more beautiful in human relationships.
Вот тут я с ним
You needn't
согласен.
end like Aldona and Jonas. Besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape. Seize the night. Seize your chance. Enjoy one another. That's it. Have fun.
вспомнил, что до этого Шани вспоминала про рябину, что она ее в детстве, кажется, использовала. Помните, в самом начале свадьбы? И это ключ. Ключ, как получить самое хорошее завершение для этого квеста.
Rowan. Shani mentioned she used to weave the berries into necklaces. Pretty, I guess. Thing is, will it cheer her up?
Конечно.
Fine, I'll pick some. Becoming quite the romantic.
Можно точно принести бутылку с медом. И вот не помню, что третий, честно, не помню. Я помню точно, что я бутылку первый раз сам решил принести. Потому что в первой части ведь именно была с ней попойка, я решил вспомнить типа старые добрые времена. Но промахнулся.
Still here? Thought you had to meet Olgierd.
You and I see each other so rarely. Figured Olgierd could wait till morning. Smile, Shani.
You remembered I liked the Rowan.
Remember a lot of things about you. Wedding's still in full swing, but your face, I'd say you were at a funeral. Why so sad?
Sad? Not really. It's just... After I caught the garland, I realized something. The years are flying by, yet all I ever do is study, pump stomachs, and reattach limbs. All alone.
Ну, вообще это будет очень эгоистично.
You've got friends. Me, for one.
In that case, let's drink to our friendship.
To friendship.
I'm afraid the drink's gotten to our minstrels. Horribly off-key.
Let's go for a walk.
Good idea.
Надеюсь, я не накосячил.
Did you enjoy the wedding?
Not half bad. Might have even enjoyed myself if I hadn't had to argue with a madman's ghost, be his puppet. Gotta admit, though, thanks to him, I did experience a lot of things I might have missed otherwise.
Mean chasing a dog through the woods, or brawling, fence board in hand?
Forgetting something. There was also a kiss.
True. Though that was so clearly Vladimir. I nearly forgot you were involved at all.
His will, sure, but my body felt everything. Reminded me of the old times.
Vizima, you mean? Oh, I thought you'd forgotten our whole Catriona story.
Epidemics long forgotten, sure. But the romantic bits in that adventure? Don't plan to forget those.
You needn't worry about our finances, sir. My workshop, business is booming.
Good. I'm relieved to hear it. See, coin's tied to Torrent, but don't tell the old battle axe. She'd be furious if she learned to let it slip.
Never you worry, sir. My lips are sealed as the grave. Us menfolk need to stick together.
Sir. Enough of that. I'm Vassy. You can call me Dar.
Thank you, Dar. I feel honoured. Let's drink on it.
Seems the families are bonding.
A bride's father and his son-in-law? Stiff at first, but add drink and they bond or slap each other silly.
I was afraid the wedding wouldn't happen at all.
Mean the differences in wealth?
Mm-hmm. Jonas's family didn't consider Aldona worthy.
Clear they love each other, though. Parents usually give in if that's the case.
Oh, I don't know.
My mother would never accept an unfit beau, even if I insisted I loved him, had chosen him.
What kind of beau's unfit?
So far, every kind.
You only ever bring home fiddlers, jugglers, and witchers?
No, but she'd want me to choose someone wealthy, or with a good trade, well brought up.
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
I guess not, but it's hard to find one like that who's still even slightly amusing.
That's probably true.
Tell that to my mother. She actually thinks I should have found a husband at the academy. But I didn't. Ugh. I'm certain she thinks there's something horribly wrong with me.
Oh, please, Shani. It's the 13th century. Women don't go to the academy to find a husband. They go to learn, pursue their passion. You did that. I'm sure your mother appreciates it. You got a doctorate, have your own practice, been at the front lines many times. You're a good person. Not a thing wrong with you.
Really think so?
Really. Look, the brave brothers.
Drank themselves stiff as the boards they tore from the fence.
Wonder where the sister is. Couldn't protect her from a cheeky 4-year-old in their condition.
If they hadn't intervened, you'd have gone for a tumble in the hay with her. She was willing, if you ask me.
That was Vladimir, not me, remember?
But pretend for a moment it had been you, and the situation had been different. Say you're at the wedding, and that very girl keeps glancing, smiling at you. Then she finally walks up, and you know exactly what she wants. What do you do?
If Dandelion was around, and he usually is, I'd introduce her to him and walk off.
I don't believe that. You'd let the opportunity pass?
I don't need opportunities like that.
Changed your style.
Let's say I've grown choosy.
You say that as if you've already picked.
'Cause I have. Guess who?
Ooh, gorgeous.
Been thinking about that kiss.
What kiss?
The one Vladimir planted on your lips, with my lips. Just wondering if it would have felt any different without him there.
That I cannot tell you.
Only one way to find out.
So, how'd it compare?
Definitely rather kiss you alone, of my own free will. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Vladimir was after more than a kiss. Said so openly, in fact.
All true. He was very direct, I'll give him that. Which, on occasion, has its advantages.
You're right. Can save a lot of time.
So, how do you stand today, Geralt? Have some time to waste with me? Or would you rather go back now?
Not going back, but not about to waste any time either. Gonna use every minute wisely. And I aim to be direct. Even more so than Vladimir.
Sounds interesting.
Interesting is what interesting does.
А вот и та подруга.
Rats. Pier's taken.
Got a feeling it's about to free up.
Мужская солидарность.
How did you know?
I'm clairvoyant.
practically full.
Be ashamed to let it go to waste.
Besides, we leave it here, a very drunk person could find it, drink themselves into even more trouble. And I swore a solemn oath. First of all, do no harm.
О, аж на лодке дадут подрулить. Это что-то новенькое.
Row me to the moon.
Gotta fly to get to the moon.
You're dead wrong. Look, it's right there, in the middle of the lake.
А, романтика так и прет.
What are you doing?
What one usually does on the moon.
Порядок. За дружбу, да.
Awake already?
For a while now. Did you know you've gained 27 new scars since we last saw each other?
Keeping count?
Mm-hmm. I do that sometimes.
Did we make it to the moon?
Forgotten already?
No, not the sort of thing you forget.
Exactly.
Sound like you wish you could.
No. I certainly won't forget that. And I definitely don't regret it. But I do need to sort it all out in my head. Alone.
Shawnee, wait. Before you go, need to ask you a favor.
Yes?
It's about Olgierd. Seems a mysterious man. Can't escape the impression his story's more complicated than I thought. Could you look into it? See if you can learn something?
Sure. Be glad to.
Thanks. Be seeing you.
Yes. See you later, Geralt.
Ну вот и закончился этот офигенный квест. Надеюсь, вам понравилось. Оставляем комментарии, подписываемся на канал, ведь это очень мотивирует. Ставим лайки, конечно же. И ждем новую серию. Всем пока.